You're listening to the Daily Sales Tips Podcast, and I'm your host, Scott Ingram. Today's tip comes from Andrew Lassise. Andrew is a serial entrepreneur known for forming Rush Tech Support in 2014 in his living room. Since then, the company has grown to over 10 million in sales with dozens of employees and multiple locations. He hosts his own podcast, Self-Made and Sober, where he interviews entrepreneurs who have struggled with addiction in the past and are in long-term recovery. In that show, he dissects the habits and routines of successful people and finds ways to grow personally and professionally. He also helps aspiring entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses with his coaching company, Self-Made Coaching. Here he is with today's tip.
This is Andrew Lassise, and my sales tip of the day is do research on who you are going to be pitching to. It happens so often that as a business owner, people will come to me and say, "Hello, sir, I would like to introduce you to this product, da 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 da." And I know that they haven't taken any time to learn anything about me and my particular situation. And it's so much easier to sell to somebody if you understand their demographic and their psychographic. So because it's important to do research, and if anyone who's listening to this is interested in selling me something, what I would strongly recommend you do is go on my personal Facebook page, go on my LinkedIn page, and learn about me. I've had people come to me and say, "Hey, Andrew, such and such and such and such, let's go get a drink." But if they had even done an ounce of research, they would see that I have been sober since 2013 and that I have a podcast featuring sober entrepreneurs. So if someone hasn't done the research on things that do and don't work with me, then I'm not going to give them the time of day because right off the rip, they've rubbed me the wrong way. And it's not so much on a moral high horse. It's just something that I identify with. And if someone is trying to sell me on an idea and they come to me and say something along the lines of, "Hey, Andrew, such and such and such and such, did you hear this on Gary V the other day?" And I say, "Oh, you're into Gary Vaynerchuk." And they go on and talk about the value that he brings to other people. That's an easier way to sell me than it is to just come in and list the features of your product. But if you can build enough rapport and show that you actually are taking an interest in me, people buy people. It's not the product. It's not the benefits. People are willing to even give up on some quality and features if they like the person that they're doing business with. So be sure that when you're speaking to somebody that you know exactly the things that they are interested in and do your homework. It makes building rapport so much easier and makes getting the sale and starting that relationship so much easier. And it doesn't have to be this ninja sales mind trick, but just finding commonalities. Someone wouldn't have to come to me and pretend to be sober. I could probably spot it out pretty quick that they were lying, and they would lose my respect in that sense. But if you look through my interests and see, "Oh, hey, you like Tim Ferriss? So do I. We could talk about his book." Things like that. Get the ball rolling, find commonalities. It makes the selling process that much easier, and it'll disarm the person so that they can tell you exactly what it is that they're looking for and that you can help solve their problem. The other day, I was on a sales call with a woman, and she had said, "I don't like my previous IT person because he bills me every time we call him." And I said, "Well, great news. We have a monthly plan, unlimited usage, sold." The end. I didn't have to tell her anything about the products, benefits, anything like that. I just listened to what she wanted, did my homework, and it was easy to close the deal.
How do you do your own research? How do you find unique connection points for those you're looking to connect with? Share your ideas at dailysales.tips/96. There you'll also find a link to Andrew's free online mastermind group on Facebook, as well as other ways to connect and his podcast, Self-Made and Sober. Thanks for listening, and come back tomorrow for a tip on the power of consistency.